Yeah, I heard word around town, it's a poppin' out.
Alright, what is up, man? Yo, what's poppin', everybody? It is the King Hitman, and this time we're on Entropy, and we're gonna be messing around. We have an LR Super Saiyan 4 Zeno Vegito. So cold. The light in the dark. Alright, let's see what he does. 23.6k HP, 21.8k attack, 15k defense. His leader skill, crossover or grade 8 power, gets 3 key 170. The additional 30% will go to Dragon Ball Heroes. I've got to make sure I form the team correctly then. His 12 key super attack, the Kamehameha, raises defense for 1 turn and causes colossal damage to the enemy. The Galactic Spirit Sword greatly raises attack, raises defense for 1 turn. I'm pretty sure that means both of them are going to be for 1 turn, alright? So don't think he's stacking. He also causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. 3 key, Limitless Fusion, by the way, the passive skill title. 3 key, attack and defense 170%. The additional 50% attack will come when you do a super attack. Launch an additional super when you get 20 or more key. That's going to be important. Also get an additional 25% defense up to 50% with each attack performed. Get an additional 15% defense up to 75% with each attack you receive. So I got to make sure he's in slot 1. And then launch an additional that has a medium chance to be a super attack. 15% damage reduction, a great chance of dodging the enemy's super attack, and countering with a tremendous power. He does not have an active skill or anything like that, of course. So we're going to get right into it. Let's not waste any more time, man. Let's go. Alright, here we are. Turn 1. Let's see what this Vegito has to offer. So his defense is very high for a turn 1. 260k, he's going to get a lot more throughout the course of this fight, so I'm not worried about him. Of course, Saiyan Roar is active. We do not have legendary power. Ah, that's interesting. So he lost Kamehameha. Okay. So of course he had to swap something out for legendary power. The creator chose Kamehameha. That's fine. Let's go. Let's go. We're in the Red Zone Frieza, the Full Power Frieza event. You guys know this is like a standard long event for us to test our units around. So we'll be cooling in this event right now. I think, well, this isn't the best first impression. That was kind of unfair. 66k is nothing, though. He's doing his thing. Let's see what his attack stat is. A 9.4. Okay. Remember, he has an additional on the way for sure, which of course heightens his chance of getting that hidden potential one. I think this is great for him. 5.5 is nice. And it's the counter animation. So I would assume when he counters a super attack, which we didn't exactly get to see here, I would assume when he does that, he's going to do the SSR version of it. I think the SSR animation was slightly different. I forgot. It's something like that. But we're good. That was a good turn 1. We can keep this going for sure. I'm going to focus on this one, though. Alright, cool. Now we got Vegito back around. I'm going to keep him with the Gohan. This is monstrous defense. This is real defense, okay? Now that 260k, that's nothing now. 490k, where he's going to do his thing. We're going to make sure he gets that 20 key. That's everything. Alright, that's super important. And then the one on the back end, we're not thinking too hard about that guy. Like, we appreciate you, but we're going to focus on this friend lead here. The 8.4 million attack stat. I have to find a way to start getting him legendary power. It's kind of hard under his leader skill. I'm probably going to change his leader skill and bring him. Of course, he's on a couple of teams, right? A handful of teams. So I'm going to be able to bring him on a handful of those setups and take advantage of that. But right now, we're just going to focus on the Heroes team. It was just the go-to, right? We're going to make sure we do that. I think this Vegito is doing his thing. I think he's doing his thing. This is a great set of warm-up turns. I'm not worried about it. Post-super, this guy's defense should be pretty good, especially... One thing about me is if your defense isn't good enough to tank the super, if you have a chance of countering, of nullifying, which are essentially the same thing nowadays, if you have that chance, I can respect that because you are making sure you tank normals, but yet you have that ability to survive a super attack in one way or another. So I'm not too worried about the fact that he's not at like 1.7 million defense, right? Like, I don't know, Junior or something. I'm just chatting, right? But you guys get my logic. Alright, I'm trying to find a way to get him 24 key. I have noticed I'm a bit paranoid with his defense. 527k. His attacks defense has, like, the defense he gets from doing attacks has fully built up for sure. I have to make sure he keeps getting 20 key, and I also have to make sure that these additionals he's doing are going to go off because that matters for his 12 key, right? His raising defense for the 1 turn. So he can quadruple super. His offense is fine. I'm not worried about his offense. I have to make sure I can keep his defense consistently high in case he gets supered post attack. Let's see if I can handle it that way. Cool. All right, so 21 key. We are having it happen, but this this heroes team is filled with such odd characters. The only security you have every year is basically the Super Saiyan 4 type, like Super Saiyan units or the Super Saiyan 4 type units, because they'll have Saiyan Roar. A lot of them will have Shattering the Limit. Vegeta, we haven't even gotten Shattering the Limit, or excuse me, haven't gotten Fierce Battle yet. So some of them, most of them will have Shattering the Limit. Of course, the main ones, the premier ones will have Fierce Battle. Now now he's getting the ball rolling. Now we get to see those multiple supers keep going off. And I failed y'all by not having that last one triggered. That sucks. Whatever. I want to see the counter animation. Like, I know what it's going to be, but I still want to see it. I got to see it happen. All right, here we are. We're back. I did die. I kind of just gave up and we got packed up, all right? Bardock didn't dodge a super. He got hit by Final Form Frieza. It was bad. This time around, 269k defense. Remember, both of these units are supporting. The Bardock is giving his buff, but the cooler, for those that aren't familiar with him anymore, he's giving 2 key, 40% attack and defense. The 20% goes to everybody. The additional 20% will go to Vegito because he's part of Heroes, of course. So we'll make sure we take advantage of that. Cool. All right, let's see what he's going to do here. We do need him to get hit a couple of times against this event. Now he's already higher than he was ever before. That 24 key is something important. Yeah, that was crucial. All right, bet. All right. Okay, this is a fair rotation. He'll also have Fused Fighter active right here, 350k defense. He can get so much higher, so I'm not really pressed by it. Plus, his numbers are partially lying to you. He's one of those units. This isn't something we talk about because it's understood, right? Certain units allow themselves to do the multiple supers, and when you're raising defense on each one of them for the turn, the only time you need to worry about whether or not he's doing the additional supers is literally if the enemy lives. So if I put him in slot 2, it doesn't matter. How do I make sure? Let me make sure I phrase this right. So right now, he's gonna triple super, right? Let's say he triple supers. Well, I'm not literally triple super, but let's say he does 3 attacks. Frieza right now, perfect example. I don't care about Vegito's defense because as long as he got hit, he'll be above 500k, right? Then when he does those additional 12 key supers, he'll be jumping much, much higher than that. But it'll be irrelevant because the enemy is dead. Thus is the benefits of a hard-hitting attack. This is why offense can win you fights. Like, I'm a pro dodge enthusiast, believe me. But I'm also not a type of person where I'm naive to a hard-hitting unit. This Vegito has been hitting so hard, it doesn't matter that he's raising defense on super because he's killing these weaker, lower-level boss battles. But of course, let's get further in the fight so we can really start to stress test his defense. We haven't done anything with him yet, man. We haven't done any work. As you see, I changed the team. We're running him on a 200% lead. This is AGL MUI Gogeta. I usually don't do this. I refrain from bringing him as a lead because he gives all types 3 key 200%. I feel like it's not disingenuous. Like, I like the unit, and I definitely think his art and all of that is fire. The effects are fire. You guys know I did that video a long time ago. It just feels disingenuous because I'm not running the unit on a team that's actually possible, or even their own lead if I wanted to. So it feels kind of off to do that. I rarely do it. But right now we're back on rotation. I'm going to... how am I going to handle this actually? I'm going to keep the support. I'm going to keep Bardock around. Now we're back down to 20 key. Now we just have to worry about getting him hit. Like, that's all I care about now. Until the later phases, I don't have to worry about what additionals he's doing because it's not permanent buildup. It's just the one-turn buildup. This is what my point is. So it doesn't matter unless Vegeta, unless Frieza survived, which, oh wow, he did. I was about to say, if he did another super, he probably wouldn't have. But cool. Can you guys wrap this up? I'm gonna let Gogeta do his super attack on camera because I know a lot of you guys might not be familiar with the color. That color redo is so fire, dog. I love it, man. No, he did not leave him alive. I was about to say, bro, don't play with me, dog. All right, this is when it starts getting real nuts. We do have him alongside full power. Well, he's not full power yet, right? But Super Saiyan 4 Goku, I expect this to be his most dominant rotation yet, because Saiyan Roar, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power, Super Saiyan, Prepare for Battle, this is when it gets crazy. It's going to be a hard time to try to get power bestowed by gods active. I know that that's a potent link, but it's just not realistic for this video the way I'm setting these teams up. I'm trying to make sure everybody has a purpose. It doesn't feel like it's going to happen right now. I could put him in slot. I'm going to test him, but I could have just put him in slot 2 and let Goku do his thing. But I'm going to stress test his offense, or his defense. I'm sorry. Well, I don't even want Goku to do real damage, and I know he can do real damage. Bardock on the back end is also making me nervous. Let's see what we got here. All right. Frieza wouldn't kill us, but he might kill Bardock. Do y'all see the numbers he's doing? Do y'all see that? That means I was holding back that whole time off the normals. He's at 6 million. I need you to counter, brother. You're stressing me out. You are not countering. I'm a bit nervous. Oh, yeah, I think we're dead, family. Oof, man. Full power Frieza hits hard, dog. Even now he hits hard. Like, damn. Bardock would have to double super, and then we would live. But if he's not double supering, yeah, we still would have died. That's rough. I'll give it a couple more turns, but that was rough. We got to get him with Super Saiyan 4 Goku more often. All right, cool. Now it's turn 1. We are going to have Vegito. We have 6 out of 7 links active. I'm hoping Goku... There's no way Goku kills. There's just no way. It's impossible, right? So we should be all right. We have to make sure he's over that 20 key threshold. As long as he's over that, I'm not at all worried about him. I think he'll be okay. You see how much he took type neutral, right? So, like, I do have to make sure we get him hit a couple of times. I do have to make sure certain things are happening. Even with Saiyan Roar, by the way, Saiyan Roar gives that defense. You guys saw he must have been around like 750k defense. So he's back around that 10 million point. Without the support, with 6 out of 7, he's right back at 10 million. That's odd. Gotta make sure I get him right, man. We're gonna get him right. Don't worry about me. We're probably gonna use him along the standby to see how high his defense can get in those situations. But for right now, I got another turn or 2 left, and then we'll wrap this up. All right, so before we get to full power Frieza again, I do want to show how, like, I know, right? We want to see pure offense, but I actually care about his defense. I want to see how Vegito handles that Majub, standby skill. Of course, he'll still have Fierce Battle, still have Legendary Power. He'll lose Saiyan Roar, Super Saiyan. But I hate that the links change that heavy on some of these standbys. I do think it's rough, having your rotation set. It feels like you got to partially break them. But it's not the worst thing in the world, right? We've dealt with worse in Dokkan link set wise. But yeah, we do got to make sure we build him up too. Okay, cool. How much damage would he take? 514k. We'll just heal. Well, let's not be arrogant. We'll heal. Man, Majub is so good, bro. It's bad. Majub is so good as a standby. He's fire, man. All of these standbys so far are pretty much good, except... Yo, this is the 3rd super attack Vegito is eating. I just want to make it clear, and he tanked it very well, especially for somebody that hadn't attacked yet, and he wasn't finished building up. I just want to make it clear, he has a 70% chance to counter these super attacks. He has not countered for me once. He is 0 for 3. I'm not even going to go looking for his super attack counter now, because clearly he doesn't care about doing it when he's on film, so I'm going to leave him alone. But yeah, Majub is really fire. I'm really having a great time with whenever I use this Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Can't wait till he hits global. I'm enjoying the anniversary. At the time of the recording, it's anniversary, right? I'm having a great time enjoying this anniversary and doing all these things, man. Really. Okay, so now I messed up. I didn't show you guys the statistical defense that Vegito had, but of course you saw he tanked very, very well. He now has 481k, but Majub's his support buff, the 70% defense, has worn off now. So with that being said, we're just going to transition into full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and the rest of the fight should be a cakewalk. Like from here, I'm going to just make sure he stays in in slot 1. I don't even want Vegito in slot 1, really. It doesn't feel like it makes sense. Goku's wristbands right there look pretty well shaded. That look fire with like the pure black wristbands. Look cold. I wish they gave him a new sprite. I do wish that, though. They kind of violated my brother. Alright, cool. Let's see what we're working with here. Well, this turn is dead. I mean, it's over with. I'll just show you his defense. We're not making it through the end of this turn. Goku's got that wrapped up. Alright, well, starting off with a super attack was not appreciated, bro. Full power Super Saiyan 4 is so good, man. He's so great. And these are crits, bro. This fight, this is over with. Oh, wow, he survived. Oh, wow, I was going to cut the recording. I was hovering over that idea. Wow. All right, say less. 12.9 million is great. I got nothing to say bad about that. Of course, the additionals, we're not seeing them. We're not seeing them, but he is a phenomenal slot 2 unit in these situations. Him and Goku would be, they would love each other if this Vegito was like a global or JP unit. They would love each other. Physical Vegito needs to EZA this year, by the way. Physical Super Saiyan 4. He needs to EZA during this hero celebration. It's time, bro. I noticed you've been playing with me. It's time, man. Look at how he's trying to hurt us, bro. This is how he killed me on that first run. This is how he did it. He super attacked STR Super Saiyan 4 Bardock. I had to wrap it up. Alright, I think this will be the last turn. This is enough, right? I don't think Goku will finish the fight, but I'm also kind of nervous because I know what he can do. I think this will be good. This will be alright. There's just no way he finishes the fight, right? That's impossible, man. That's impossible. We are going to heal. Well, do I need to heal? Not really. I don't care what happens after this. So Vegito dies. I mean, it's whatever. There's no way Goku dies. Goku's that guy. Goku's not dying. But Vegito is very good. I was very impressed with him. I ain't gonna lie. Looking at his passive, that's pure numbers, by the way. I didn't do anything to Goku on this turn. I didn't give him an item. I didn't give him anything. That's him. That's just him. Oh my gosh, that's just him. That's fire. I could have gotten Vegito higher if I could get the orbs to line up, but I didn't have an ideal partner for him. So right now, yeah, now we're chatting. You see the numbers. Great. This is fun. This is very, very fun. Nice. It is the Young King Hitman. Consider liking the video if you liked the video. I appreciate your time so much, man. And shout out to Entropy. I'm going to do more. Wow, there goes the death. Cooler was definitely a liability that whole time. I'm going to do more videos like this on newer units. I have a whole new set of units to mess around with. I've been on Entropy lately. And you guys know I of course, I'm going to constantly do KX videos. But I also have access to Entropy now. So we're going to take advantage of a whole new collection of units. So make sure you guys subscribe if you want to look into it. I guess I could show you a handful of them, right? Make sure you guys subscribe and look into future content if you want to look into these units. And it's going to get real crazy, bro. You see it's getting real crazy real fast, all right? I ain't even got to do too much. There's a lot here for me to cover. It is the Young King Hitman, and Young Hitman is off this.